Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I have videoed a few transportation museums in several states and Canada, and that's what this is. But here they call themselves travel rather than transportation. It's basically the same kind of displays that they have. And this is part of Griffith Park in Los Angeles. So I'm going to go in and show you around the Travel Town Museum. It is free to get in, and the first thing you'll see are these trains that they have out on the grounds here on some railroad tracks. Let me see if I can take a look up inside the engine. Well, the controls here look fairly simple. And the only seat is this little bench. I think I would hate to be the engineer for this train. And here I can go up into the first car. And there is absolutely nothing in it. I guess they just ripped out all the seats, or maybe this was just used for hauling and storage. This next car has some tables and chairs. I guess they use this for some type of meetings or private events. People like to hold inside of the car. There's their gift shop, and here are some more small engine cars. I asked somebody, how did these engines and train cars get here? And I was told that they were trucked in on flatbed trailers, and then they used a crane to put them in place on the tracks. So I was thinking maybe they used to have a railroad that come through here, but no. They were just individually placed here. Interesting. Now these cabooses and other train cars that are here under the shelter, they don't let you get inside of them. All the entrances are blocked and there's no stairs going up. Now this is a really long car. I cannot imagine an 18-wheeler truck going down the freeway carrying this thing. I counted 35 steps from end to end on these cars. That engine number 1 looks real colorful. The other engines and cars are pretty plain looking, not restored at all. And look at this old trolley car. It is really falling apart. Here's some info on some of them. And I've noticed that transportation museums always focus on trains much more than any other types of transportation. Here is a really half-size engine, or whatever that is. That's a huge building they have there. A lot of picnic grounds here, but they do not serve food. This is their depot where you can buy tickets to ride their train. So I'm going to do that. This is inside their museum building, and trying to figure out what kind of truck this is. Well, I guess it's a fire truck. There is a hose. Doesn't really look like a fire truck to me. Let's see what else they got here. I assume this is a truck to pick up packages to go shipped by rail or luggage. Here's a cart with some luggage and boxes on it. And here's an old car that, oh, is really dusty. It is heavily covered with dust. Let's see if it says what it is. Well, there you go. That's it. And back here is our Carnation trailer. A milk truck for delivering dairy products, I guess. And here is kind of a children's play area. Here's another cart and a couple of buggies. Another cart over here. Let's see what this says. California's favorite dairy foods since 1905. Golden State. Maybe that was their brand that this was used for. And they do have 3 more railroad cars inside the building here. Here's one of those little pedal bikes with the train wheels on it, and that goes on the other track. Haven't seen one just like that, but I've seen a lot of cars for individual people's employees' access of the tracks and the facilities and various maintenance they have to do. Oh, now this is a circus cage wagon for the Cole Brothers Circus. Well, that's one I haven't heard of. Here's a Ringling. You want a souvenir on a penny? It's gonna cost 51 cents. I've seen a lot of those in various places. Well, that's about it that's in this building. You ever seen a statue of Casey Jones made out of wood? There it is. That is Casey Jones made out of a big tree trunk. And next to Casey Jones is this train car. Wonder how long that's been sitting here. It is starting to fall apart, if you ask me. Well, this was one of the smallest transportation museums I've seen, but what they do have is interesting. Good day, folks.